talk.
It's time to 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 talk.
Alrighty, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing here tonight? Well, we are here for basically the qualifying session. We got a little delayed for the start. I do apologize. Trying to rush to get everything going here. So, here for the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series for the Xfinity cars here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. We have not been here in some time, and it's going to be crazy. I've been watching these cars during practice, and they've been going for a ride around here tonight. Austin Smith, right now, as your fastest during this qualifying session. Wesley Peebles right now in the 46, holding on to fourth place, still closing it in here. Alex Campbell just getting out there on the track. Let's go on board with Alex Campbell right around here during this qualifying session and see what he can do. I've seen these cars getting a little bumpy into these corners. It's going to be fun to watch of how these cars can handle, being a small of a track. Right now, track temperature 71 degrees, air temperature is 70. So that's what we're seeing for your track information here tonight. Right now, also, it's just kind of like a partly cloudy type of night under the lights here. About a 10-mile-per-hour northwest wind. It is myself in the booth here tonight, Brandon Crossan. I hope everybody is doing very well out there tonight. Let me know how is it going in the chat. I would love to hear from you. Alex Campbell, though, put himself right now currently on top of the leaderboard for your qualifying session. He's got the pole at the moment at 19.192, while we just watched him put it down here tonight. Michael Smith right now currently getting ready to start his lap time here. We'll see what he can do here in just a little bit. And then Chance Manning out there on the track, and so is the 44 of Todd Slauson getting ready to put his lap times down here in just a minute. So we'll see what he can do here. Here comes Michael Smith getting a little sideways coming out of turn number 4. On board with Chance right now, sitting at the end of pit road, just being waiting patiently. We got 6 minutes. Basically almost 7, but of our qualifying time left. Go on board here with the 44 of Todd, getting ready out of turn number 4, coming into turn number 1 here at this moment of time. Let me know, seeing how this week has gone, and just knowing it is Tuesday. Ooh, 44 going right up the track, sliding in there. Definitely going to hurt his qualifying. At least they have some backup cars here tonight. Not have to worry too bad with Alex Campbell still holding onto your pole. A 19.192. Austin Smith a 19.213. And Wesley Triplett right now a 19.321 here at this moment of time. Watching Todd right now leave pit road, getting ready to get back up to speed here in just a little bit. Chance Manning still sitting at the end of pit road. Wesley right now, he's currently holding on to third place, putting some extra lap times in here in the 74 machine. Trying to see, probably get some extra practice here. Coming out of turn number 4, crossing the line. We're going to be doing quite a few laps here tonight, being here at Nashville. It's, such a small track. Only not even just over a little half of a mile type of track. It kind of reminds me like a Bristol type of, or Martinsville type of track. So, we'll see how these cars will handle, how the passing will be. That's probably going to be the biggest question of the night, due to this how, small of it is, the different grooves that these drivers are, how bumpy it is coming out of these corners. Right now, Ed Brown in the 21 getting ready to get his qualifying times in here. Currently sitting on 9th place at 19.686. We'll see this time by. He's looking at a 19.59. A little bit faster on his second lap. Let's see if that is going to come down to. And he was by a 19.620. His last lap was a 19.622, about .002 of a difference from his first to second lap here tonight. Caleb McKinney in the 76, now getting ready to leave pit road. Well, let's find out what he can do here tonight. All right, I was kind of looking back, trying to see if the stream is working good. I know last week we had some reason I don't know if it was iRacing, if it was my side of things, it was not wanting to cooperate very well for us. For some reason, the stream wasn't, not doing the greatest. So hopefully this time it's going to be a little bit better than it was. Well, hopefully it'll get a little bit better for us, though. Alrighty, I see a couple of you out there watching. Definitely thank you for everybody tuning in here so far tonight. We're going to see some good racing. We got the first race of the playoffs here tonight. So that is going to kind of change up some events. Here's what we're looking at for our standings coming in here tonight. So as of right now, Austin Smith is on your points lead at the moment. He is currently at 2,003 points. Corey right now is at 2,002. We got Caleb McKinney and Wesley at 2,001 points. We have, looks like Ed Brown, Ian Campbell, Wayne Garland, Dennis Kane, Chance Manning, Josh Neal, and Brandon P. All of them drivers have only at 2,000 points. So only the highest is only by 3 points, and that's going to be Austin Smith as currently your points leader coming into this race. So 15 drivers showing up here tonight for the short track racing. Where we may see some cautions, we may not, depending on how these drivers can get around the braking points. You can see, look how the 24, his tires definitely a little red going in. I know his car's a little red there, but his brakes, even just for a couple laps, get a little hot. How much they get onto these brake pedals. And that's what we're seeing right now to Corey trying to start his lap time. Currently right now sitting in 9th place. While I did notice Chance Manning getting himself on the pole now while we were looking away, talk about the points, a 19.111. Caleb McKinney was a 19.160 for 1 and 2. Alex Campbell in 3rd now for your points. For your qualifying. We got about minute 45 seconds left of this qualifying session, and right now seeing Corey holding on to 6th place, that time by a 19.299. Looks like we do have another driver now getting out there on the track. Brandon right now getting ready to start his lap time. Let's go on board actually and ride and board with him as a driver's point of view. Let's listen to about a whole lap here and see what it looks like for him to get around here. See, a lot of drivers are taking the higher line around, going through turn 1 and 2. Entering about midway, he drifts up the track a little bit, gets back on the gas pedal, and almost gets a kick it sideways crossing the line. That time by his put Brandon right now currently in 10th. With Brandon holding on to 10th place, about 40 seconds left of our qualifying session of the night here. It looks like he's going to call it there for his one lap. Fast lap was 104.92. That's going to be our starting grid here in a little bit. So we'll go through the official once we are done here. Why not? We're going to do our last commercial break before we go green flag racing here tonight. We'll be right back after this.
Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.
Alrighty, here is your starting grid here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Starting in row number 1 for tonight, we have Chance and Caleb. In row number 2 for tonight, we have Alex and Austin. In row number 3, we have Todd and Corey. In row number 4, we have Wesley and Wayne. In row number 5, we have Michael and Brandon. In row number 6, we have Wesley and Dennis. In row number 7, we have Ed and Corey. That is everybody through your starting grid here tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what's going to happen here on the initial start of this race. Who's got what it takes? We got a couple drivers still loading in here, trying to get those cars started and get ready to go green flag racing here in just a little bit. It is time basically to get these, we always call them seat belts, but those belts tightened very tight. We got right now tonight's distance 116 miles, 205 laps that we will be doing here tonight. We'll find out who's going to be able to encounter the 205 laps, 13 mile per hour northwest wind with a 71 degrees. Here's what your track information will be looking like here with a partly cloudy type of night under the lights here. Why not go nighttime racing? The pace car headlights are on. Let's see, leaving pit road, let's go and have some more fun here tonight for the first race of the playoffs. Coming up, looking at your next schedule for the coming up races. So, right now, he being at Nashville. Next week on 6/24, we go to Dover Motor Speedway on 7/1. We're going to be going to Worldwide Technologies on 7/8. We're going to Chicagoland Speedway for your last 4 races of the playoffs here tonight. All right, we're going to go one more time around. That pace car will take that hard left into pit road here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see who's got what it takes. Starting in row number 1 with Chance and Caleb, who will be eating the bologna sandwich on the initial start. Pace car is about to take the hard left into pit road. Here we go. Pace car is in. Into the initial start. Green flag out in the air. Green flag. Let's see. Going into turn 1. Who's got what it takes to get the pass made? Side-by-side action here. They are coming out of turn number 2 down the backstretch into turn number 3. Going to be completing the first lap of the night. Caleb McKinney's got everybody beat here at this moment. About a 0.3 second gap. Side-by-side action for second and third. Looks like Austin Smith was able to make that pass going out of the backstretch. You can see there is sparks flying due to all the bumps into the corners here. Chance Manning holding on to third, Alec Campbell in fourth, and Corey Blevins in fifth, running your top 5 here tonight. Looks like right now Caleb McKinney has still holding on to your lead, but Austin Smith a little faster than Caleb McKinney as his lap times at the moment. Austin Smith with the move on the inside now, trying to get to the quarter panel. He is side by side for your lead right now, coming out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. Sparks are flying down at the bottom of the track here. Chance Manning holding on third. Alex Campbell in fourth. Corey Blevins in fifth. Hans Lawson in sixth. Wesley Triplett in seventh. Brandon P. in eighth. Wayne Garland in ninth. And Wesley People rounding your top 10 here tonight. 76 going to fight right back on the outside line. Still battling for your lead lap. 6 completed here on the 205 laps. Almost a crossover move going on for your lead. Here comes the 76 now on the inside, trying to battle here with Austin Smith. You see right now Austin Smith being a contender. He's got the green on his spoiler there, representing I am in the playoffs here tonight. Still side-by-side action going on for your second and third place. Caleb McKinney and Chance Manning battling it out. Right now, Austin Smith has about a 0.4 second gap from first place to second place. Chance right now is about 0.7 away. Alex Campbell about a second away from your leader. But ladies and gentlemen, since we are close all together, why not let's do our crank it up session of the night here tonight. Turn up those phones, turn up the computer, turn up the tablet or the TV, and let's watch these cars fly by here tonight at Nashville. Do the wall cameras just to show you how loud and how fast these cars go flying by. You know, especially being at a half of a mile track, these cars still getting up to speed over 100 miles an hour. You know, I've seen actually getting up to at least 120 miles an hour down the backstretch and the front stretch. That is still very fast, being especially at a short track. It can get a little challenging trying to figure out the braking points going into these corners. And that's where we can see issues happening, is if you get into the corner and the other driver in front have a different braking point, that's where it can get a little scary. All right, back up to your lead right now, Austin Smith. About a 0.7 second gap from Caleb McKinney. Chance Manning right now in third, Alex Campbell in fourth, and Corey Blevins still rounding your top 5 here right now at the moment of time. Want to give our shout outs here tonight though for all of our league and our broadcast sponsors here. Want to give a big shout out here to Jackie Jones being a sponsor here for Mid-Atlantic Racing Series. If you want to get yourself a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, head down to Cleveland, Georgia, and get yourself a new ride. We definitely, want to thank them for coming on board here for Mid-Atlantic Racing Series. Also want to give a shout out to Is W. If you want to get yourself a delicious energy drink, just a powder, use code REDLINE. You can get yourself 10% off your order. But we do have a caution out there on the track. Looks like Wayne Garland sitting at the into pit road. Let's go back a little bit, see if we can find out what just happened out here tonight. May have just got a little loosey-goosey coming out of turn number 4. That's what it was. Here's your replay. Just getting loose out of turn number 4, getting on the gas pedal at the wrong moment. Mayhem hits the inside wall there. Luckily, it wasn't too bad of a hard hit. May be able to get that fixed a little bit. But man, look how challenging it is trying to get that car turned around here. Especially how small of a track this is. So that's going to bring out our first caution of the night here. Right now, Austin Smith as your leader, Caleb McKinney in second, Alex Campbell in third, Corey Blevins in fourth, and Todd Slauson in fifth, rounding your top five here tonight. Alrighty, well, seeing all the action, why not finish here real quick to our sponsors of the night here. So definitely want, being a W, if you'll use code REDLIGHT, you get yourself 10% off. Also, we want to give a shout out to is Admin Box. If you want to get yourself a admin box, make your life a little bit easier in the iRacing world, especially as trying to do race control or trying to admin a race while you're racing out there by pushing a couple buttons, helps out. Definitely want to give them a shout out to coming on board here for the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series. Also, another sponsor is Shenko Custom Diecast. If you want to get yourself a custom diecast, this is where definitely look them up and get you one made. They are definitely a big sponsor here for this season, so thank you to Shenko Custom Diecast here on the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series. Also to Delta Tire, being a local sponsor here in Burton, Michigan. If you want some new tires, front end alignments, brakes, things like that, they can help you out. So we want to give them a big shout out to. We want to say thank you to Delta Tire. Also to Sheath Underwear. If you use promo code NOLIFT, you can get yourself 20% off your order. We want to say thank you to Sheath Underwear for coming on board here tonight. Also, to Barbecue Beef Sauce. If you want some delicious barbecue sauce, head on over there to their website or go to Amazon. They have multiple different flavors. Basically, some different flavors for different types of, the different types of meats. But here we go back. Green flag racing once again here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful start by Austin Smith. Able to pull away from Caleb McKinney there. Get himself cleared. But Caleb McKinney going to fight right back for second place. Corey Blevins in third. Alex Campbell in fourth. Chance Manning running your top five here at the moment of time. Out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. Here we go into turn number 1. On board with the 76 on your roof camera right now, watching and trying to close it in here with Austin Smith. Going into turn number 3. You see how bumpy it is, trying to get some action happening here tonight. Alright, looking back here to the number 24 and 54 side-by-side action here at the moment. These two battling very well. Looks like Chance Manning getting the run into the out of the corner there, able to take away third place now from Corey. Corey kind of goes up. It looks like kind of just allowed him to get by there, not wanting to race too hard. Completed 25 laps here out of 205. We have 180 laps to go to the end of this race. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Also want to give, let everybody know, don't forget to give us a like and a follow on our Facebook or subscribe to our YouTube channel. We definitely want to thank you for that. We want to give a thank you to everybody out there watching every single week for these drivers at the broadcasts and, supporting these leagues. So thank you so much for everybody coming out here. Alright, so 28 laps, looking at, a couple drivers that have come down pit road. Your leader has not, though. Chance Manning did come down pit road 9 laps ago. Caleb McKinney and Corey did not come down pit road. A couple other takers down for 5th and 6th place. Wesley Triplett and Wesley Peebles have both come down pit road too. So we've got 2 different strategy games going on for people down pit road and people that have not come down pit road. The other thing I was going to point out too is Brandon P did get the end of the line penalty on lap 21. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but he is, he had to start at the end of the line, and currently right now in 12th place. Here is Corey right now looking by the 74, getting around Corey there. Wesley Triplet right now on a mission, moving forward, fastest one on the track right now, and that was a 19.4. Your leader is doing just 19.7. So the 74 on a mission to get to the front. Can he try to take over the lead once he gets by some traffic? Why not go on board here with Wesley? See if he can work his magic to try to get around the number 76 machine. Look at the different lines that each driver has been taking. And look at the run that Wesley just did coming out of turn 4, able to get side by side. Now gets the pass going in. He kind of did that, goes up the track a little bit, and able to get that drive off. It was kind of very fascinating move that he was able to do. Watch him go in here. He drifts up the track a little bit. And when he gets it back on the gas pedal, goes right back down to the bottom of the track. Coming into now turn 3, you can see he dives it in a little bit there from the 23. Get back on the gas pedal. 1 and 2 right now. He is definitely dominating. He's got that line all figured out. Wesley now taken away from second place from Austin Smith. Chance Manning still holding on to your lead. Chance Manning was able to get around Austin Smith there a couple laps ago. We'll let lap 35 complete here out of 205, 171 laps to go. Right now, track temperature 73 degrees, air temperature 69. The temperature outside has come down a little bit more here at the moment. Yeah, definitely we were a little worried trying to make sure we got back in time. Being what's tricky, being a volunteer firefighter, never know when the those calls come in. We had one come in a little while ago, and we were not going to make it back in time, but we were able to do it just right before we went live. So it's always fun trying to get rushed into figuring out what's going on, trying to get everything going. So we were able to do that. We do want to apologize for the hurry up and type of moment here, but back up and we are back rolling. Definitely want to thank everybody for just hanging in here with us and enjoying your time, especially being a Tuesday night. Why not do some, racing at the beginning of the week? If you want to see some more racing, we are going live on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern for some ARCA series. Here on Tuesdays, we are live on 8 p.m. for some Xfinity series. So if you want some ARCA or Xfinity, stay tuned for our Mondays and Tuesdays out here. But I do see Corey Blevins going for a ride. We are still green at the moment. I think he may have gotten a little loosey-goosey coming around. Here is your replay on board with the 24. He was battling very well here. Looks like there he is into turn number 1 and 2. I believe it happened out of maybe turn 4 coming by. This is the replay at the moment of time with the 24. Here he is out of turn number 4. I think this is where he, gets it loose, snaps it loose. Kind of did the same thing as Wayne Garland there, but we were with him able to stay off the track though. We'll go back live now. We are still able to stay green flag here tonight. Wayne Garland right now is the only one driver that is a couple laps down. He is currently 4 laps down at the moment. Still on the track right now. Corey still on the lead lap, but only 11 seconds back. And here is Chance Manning, your leader, about 8.7 away from Wesley Triplet. Wesley has caught up to the second place from being a little bit farther back. And he made some moves to the front. Your biggest mover right now for this race is actually going to be 6 positions. And that is going to be the 46 of Wesley Peoples, currently right now holding on to 5th place. So your biggest mover from the start of the race right now is going to be your 46 machine. So lap 45 completed here. 161 laps to go. Still a little ways to go. So we're going to do our play-by-play of this night here. And we want to give all of our sponsors the biggest shout out. So we'll be right back here after these commercial breaks.
too much for tires and auto repair? Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
And we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire,
where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.
It's time to talk.
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 Unfortunately, I messed up trying to play that commercial and for some reason decided to go back to small print. That was my apologies on that. But right now, back live, watching all the action going on right now. James Manning holding on to your lead. Wesley Triplet holding on to second. Caleb McKinney right now in third. We're watching this battle for third and fourth between Caleb and Austin during commercial break there. Both of them were back and forth, battling very hard with each other here. Wesley Peoples right now in fifth, Todd Lawson in sixth, Alex Campbell in seventh, Brady B in eighth, Dennis Kane in ninth, and Ed Brown running your top 10 here tonight. All right, up front though, Chance Manning right now holding on to your lead. He has got about a 0.5 seconds from Wesley Triplet. Looking the last lap, 19.9 Chance, 20.0 from Wesley. I wonder if Wesley used a little bit too much tires in the beginning, trying to get through all that traffic. But you know, I feel like this track is kind of one of those. It's going to be all about position here. So what will you do on these tires on the field? You know, do you short pit or anything like that? Wanting the track position, I want to say, is key. These drivers been out there for top two, been out there for 39 laps, and the third and fourth place of Caleb and Austin have been out there for at least 58 laps. So the difference between both of them. But a caution comes out that kind of changes more of the strategy game too. You know, the people that already have pit the first time, that's the things they may have used. You know, you only get so many tires during the race. Right now you can see Corey Hayden got himself back out on the track right now in the number 20 machine. He is currently right now 51 laps down. He kind of had showing up a little late here. Good to see him back out there on the track trying to race it out here. It looks like because of joining late. We were not able to get his ski loaded up here. He's currently the orange and black car here tonight. The 54 right now, allowing the 20 by there. He's got some fresher tires. We're starting currently now 50 laps down. Corey Blevins has brought his car into the infield here. 18 laps down right now. Wayne Garley currently 4 laps. Michael Smith currently staying on the lead lap, but he's the last one on that lead lap, about 16 seconds back. All right, we got down to 144 laps to go to the end of this race. Looking back at the couple of these drivers and looking at these lap times at the moment. Chance and Wesley there for about 2 laps. We're running about .002 a difference between each other's lap times for the last 2 laps. And that time by, it looks like Chance was able to get him by a .04 of a difference. So right now, the top 2 are running identical lap times, trying to make things happen. Caleb McKinney right now currently about 5 seconds back from Wesley, but he is currently 6 seconds back from Chance Manning. So the gaps have started to get a little bit separated from all the drivers here at this moment in time. The closest battle out there on the track is about a .4 seconds, and that is Dennis Kane and Alex Campbell. And that is the shortest gap right now going on. Everybody else has got, some decent gaps in between each other. Dennis Kane having a good run, holding on to 9th place. Ed Brown in 10th. Alex Campbell right there in front is 8th place. So the battle for 8th and 9th here at the moment in time. Alrighty, here looking at a little bit of, it looks like I was looking at some of the info on the race here at the moment of time. We did have Corey, it looks like Corey did have to call the pit road, call the tow truck on pit road on lap number 1. So looks like he wasn't able to start the race. That's why he was now able to get back out there with being 50 laps down. The other driver right now, Brandon, holding on to 7th place. I was watching him. He's trying to get around the number 44. It's kind of now starting to get a little bit of a close battle at the moment for 6th and 7th place. Tell you what, that 44 is having a battle. Try to hold on to that car to keep it straight, though he is kicking it sideways around here tonight. Out of turn number 4 here right now, looks like Brandon was able to get situated. Looks like Todd Slauson at this moment in time is with him trying to hold on to that car, currently in 10th place now. He kind of lost positions there. The battle in front of him, I saw though, is going to be the 20 and the 21 of Ed Brown. These two are battling here for a couple of laps too. I was noticing right in front. Corey with the fresher tires. You can see how fresh tires are here at the moment. Corey just ran a 20.0. Everybody else is about a 20.6 seconds lap times at the moment. Chance Manning still holding on to your lead. Wesley holding on to 2nd. Caleb McKinney in 3rd. 1, 2, and 3. So, wrong. There we go. So a little bit of, I thought I had some put down here tonight, but doesn't look like I did. So I say I had some fun facts for a couple of these drivers here tonight, but it doesn't look like it was able to pop up on our side of things, of course. As a broadcaster, it always doesn't work out in my favor here. But a couple of things about, talk about a couple of these drivers, things they like to do and what they do on the outside of besides iRacing and things like that. And a couple of them, we're talking about is Ed Brown is one of them in the number 21. Currently 9th place. A little bit about Ed Brown. His hometown is Pensacola, Florida. His hobbies are racing and building hot rods. That's one of those things. Hot rods, man, is always fun to go watch. These car shows and things like that. Watch some of these drivers. Right now, his favorite driver out there is Chase Jr. in Harvick. So a little bit about Ed Brown here tonight. We see it now, Caleb Kinney coming down into pit road. So has Austin Smith. Austin Smith and Caleb going to basically, I feel like, going to start the green flag pit stops here at this moment in time. So Ed Brown now down pit road. Austin Smith leaving pit road. We'll see how this will play in effect for a couple of these drivers and how they will get around. Chance Manning still holding on to your lead. How long will it until he is going to come down pit road? A little bit of cool features for a couple of the drivers here tonight. Another driver, Corey. He's from Oak Harbor, Ohio. His hobbies are watching dirt racing, kart racing, and his favorite drivers, Christopher Bell and Sheldon Wadenchild, if I pronounce it right. I probably butchered that one. One of those broadcaster things that I suck at is pronouncing names. Austin Smith, that was just down pit road. He is from Burlington, Wisconsin. His things he likes is watching baseball, wakeboarding, traveling. His favorite drivers is going to be one of them is Chase Elliott and Anthony Alfredo. Our last year's contender for the championship, or one of our championship drivers, is Brandon P. right now. Brandon from Morgantown, West Virginia, watching racing and football is his favorite things. Favorite drivers, Dale Jr. and Kyle Larson. We did have Wayne Garland come down pit road. I do believe, though, Wayne currently now 7 laps down. He got himself some new tires, things like that. Todd Sloss is coming down pit road. That's a couple other drivers that have taken it. A couple of drivers have not, though. It's the drivers up front. We got Chance, Wesley, and Brandon have not come down pit road quite yet. Well, your leader right now, Chance Manning from Louisville, Kentucky, playing in my band Hollow Valley, his sim racing, and Fortnite, his favorite things. His favorite drivers, Ryan Blaney, Tony Stewart, SVG, Dale Jr. You see right now, Chance just getting around the number 12 car there tonight. That is Alex Campbell. Alex currently right now in 6th place, 1 lap down here at the moment in time. Chance Manning has been out there for 67 laps at the moment. Ed Brown, actually I should repeat this, is Austin Smith had the fastest lap, but Ed Brown just beat that from Austin Smith. And right now Austin Smith, Austin Smith's best lap was a 19.254. Ed Brown just put that down as a 19.231. So right now the fastest fastest lap out there tonight is going to be with Ed Brown, and currently he is in 10th place with those fresher tires. So lap 88 complete, 118 laps to go to the end of this race. Kind of all got all single file, a little bit of gaps in between each other, just riding it out. You're just kind of almost to the halfway point here in just a little bit. So your caution information here tonight. We've only had 1 caution, 4 laps under caution, and only 2 lead changes here so far tonight. All right, right now, looking at Chance Manning leading a lot of laps. Austin Smith has led 1 lap, Actually, let's go back. I'm going to show you who has all led laps. So 59 laps, Chance Manning has led here tonight. We also have right now the other driver is Caleb McKinney leading 5 laps here. Austin Smith has led 25 laps. And that's all the drivers that have led some laps here tonight here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Hope everybody's having some fun out there, enjoying your night, being a Tuesday night, start of the week, and hopefully the week goes by and goes smoothly for a lot of everybody out there, especially knowing that especially here in Michigan, it's been starting to get finally very nice. I felt like it's been getting at least in the 50s, sometimes in the 60s during the night times, and man, it gets up to 80 during the day. A lot of Michigan weather right now. A lot of people are kind of getting that cold because of the weather going up and down. And the Cottonwood, man, I feel like Cottonwood has been the worst this year. All right, see Chance coming across the line this time by bringing it to 112 laps to go. The temperatures right now are still the same. Wind speed is still the same, 11 mile per hour west wind. See the flag man just still sitting up there waiting for something to happen, being patient, maybe hoping all he has to do is wave that white flag and the checkered flag left. That's it. Not wanting to have to throw anything else out there. We'll see if that will be the case. We're getting down to closer to the end. A lot of drivers will be pushing a little bit harder, being the first race of the playoffs. You never know. So 96 laps completed. Man, it's kind of cool to see Chance able to go about 78 laps on this run right now. A couple of drivers have been out there for at least 20 laps already. Let's go on board, see if he's actually saving any. Not really in the saving that we've seen in previous races. But he's having a decent run here. Look at the lines he's taking. We're kind of just in the roll bar, looking at all the safety equipment. Ooh, getting a little sideways coming out of turn number 4. Coming up to the number 99, able to get around safely here out of turn number 2, coming here into turn number 3 now. Crossing the line, bringing it one more lap down, bringing it now to 106 laps to go. Almost to the halfway point of the night here tonight. We do have a black flag out there on the track now. We do have Alex Campbell came down pit road, got a black flag. He may have been speeding down pit road. And that's one of those mistakes that we always say you do not want to do is have a speeding penalty or missing your pit box. That definitely can hurt you. So definitely not what Alex Campbell wanted to see, getting a black flag down pit road. Under 2 laps, here he is. Right now your leader trying to catch up to the 46 to get around. Currently right now we've only have 4 drivers on the lead lap, but he is trying to close it down to the 46 for 4th place. So what we love to see about short track racing though is the, can you lap the whole field? It turns into kind of one of those goals. Here he is on the inside to the door. Try to make a side-by-side out of turn number 4. You can see he got a little loose there, had to let off the gas. That's going to allow now that 46 to, get back around. Good battle. This is for lap traffic and for your lead. But right now in 4th place, Wesley Peebles, he's not wanting to go 1 lap down, especially being in 4th place right now. track a little bit. Here comes the 44 Todd. He's got some fresh tires. He's trying to get back on the lead lap here if he can. Todd was 2 laps, now down to 1 lap. You see the little bit damage in that back end of that 44 machine. While we watch all the action going on, we're going to do our halfway point commercial break here tonight. We'll be right back here after these commercial breaks.
Time to talk.
It's 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 time to talk.
For tires and auto repair, come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
And we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire,
where we'll save you money.
Barbecue beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.
Some reason I tried to fix that. I couldn't fix it there. I apologize again. I was trying to get our admin box commercial fixed and get situated, but we do have your leader coming down into pit road now. This time by, that is on lap 115 here tonight. So that's going to start getting some of these drivers back on the lead lap here once they get past them. What a lot of drivers wanted to see here. Here he is, Chance Manning now leaving pit road, a 14.1 second down or second stop in his box. Caleb McKinney is going to take over the lead here. Brandon P in second. Actually, Clyde Austin Smith now in second. Wesley Peoples in third. Brandon, I believe, now is coming down into pit road. So things have changed. Some switching around and going around now. Caleb McKinney as your leader. Watching, trying to get around the number 12 of Alex Campbell. And that 44. Let's see, that is going to be Todd Lawson holding on to for 6th place. So they got about 89 laps to go to the end of this race. And currently, right now, the drivers are going to have to come back down pit road again. When do you come down pit road and start your pit strategy? Definitely a very questionable call of what do you do and what is the best call. That's what I'm definitely very curious about here tonight. We do have a caution out there on the track right now at this moment of time. Let's see if we can find out what just happened out there. Currently at the moment time, pace car is out on the track. Let's go back and find out if we can find it here tonight. See the 12, Alex Campbell going for a ride. I'm not sure if that's what caused the caution to come out, and that might have been a little bit of contact with the 74 and the 12 there. That's going to get him turned around. You know, we're going to go on to our chase view of this incident and to see if there was a little bit of contact or if there was just basically a bubble here. There was a little bit of contact into the corner that gets 12 turned around. Not really turned around, but gets him sideways. Definitely unfortunate for him. Not what he wanted to see here at all. But, alright, look at with being under caution, who comes down into pit road is the ultimate question. Do we have any takers coming down pit road? Pace car lights are off, getting ready to go back. Green flag raising here in just a tad little bit. So we've completed 123 laps so far tonight, 83 laps to go. All the cars are all lined back up. Pace car is in, flagman going to start dancing up in his little box. In the restart zone, green flag in the air, beautiful start, but looks like right now the 21 may have been eating the bologna sandwich on that restart. Had definitely a gap going on the inside line. Chance Manning taking back the lead with that restart there. Caleb McKinney holding on to second. Austin Smith rounding your top three here tonight. Side-by-side action going on for your second place battle here at the moment of time. A couple black flags came on that restart, but I believe that's just because of when you line up and how you line up differently. Alrighty, here at the moment of time, Chance Manning has pulled away from Caleb McKinney. 0.9 second gap here at the moment of time. Austin Smith right now, he is currently about 1.1 second back from your leader. About 0.3 seconds away from Caleb McKinney. Why not do our crank it up session of the night here, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Listen in, turn up those phones, the tablets, the computers, or the TV, and listen to these cars just to fly by here at Nashville. at the moment of time. That's going to bring out our caution here at the moment. That is Wayne Garland getting loosey goose here. Let's go back a little bit and watch the action happen here with the 84 machine. Great job to keep it off of the inside wall. You can see just getting on the gas pedal, kicking it sideways out of turn number 4, and it just brings it around. Great job of keeping it, not getting any more damage. So back live, all lined back up. Couple takers going down into pit road. And I believe Austin's, it was Brandon P., Dennis K., Wesley Triplett, and Alex Campbell coming down into pit road. That with under this caution here tonight. All right, well, with that being said, we'll just be right back here after these commercial breaks.
Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.
It's time to talk.
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 Yeah, they cut that early because we are back underway here under green flag. Beautiful race so far, side by side. We saw 3 wide here for a moment of time. Here they are out of turn number 4, coming to the line here. Great drive by right now. Austin Smith and your leader, Caleb McKinney in second. Chance Manning in third here at the moment of time. Here they are coming out turn number 4 here at the moment. Austin Smith still holding to your lead. Caleb is now got Chance Manning trying to work out to the inside of him. Out of turn number 2, down the backstretch. Todd Slauson in the 44, holding on to 4th place. And running your top 5, Brandon P. making some action happening, trying to get around back up front. Can he get himself a win here tonight? So we completed 138 laps here tonight. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, give us a like and a follow here on our Facebook and our YouTube site. And big thanks for everybody tuning in here. Hope everybody's having a great time. Alright, looking back right now with 140 laps completed here. Looking at these lap times and this moment, Austin Smith, the fastest one out there on the track that time by The other information that we were seeing is Chance Manning did get the new fastest lap of the night here tonight. I do see that Alex Campbell may had a issue of had to come down pit road. This is a replay. It was showing that somebody wrecked. Not sure if that is true, so we're going to watch the replay real quick of Alex Campbell. He may or may not have an issue coming into turn 1 and 2, and he did. He gets it kicking it sideways due to getting off, or basically, I'm surprised the yellow flag did not pop out there for him tonight. So back live, it's in pit road. Austin Smith holding onto your lead. Caleb McKinney now in second place. He was able to keep Chance Manning there holding on to third. So looking at the pit windows and everything like that, all the drivers have come down pit road 23 laps or less. Everybody else is now basically all on the same strategy call right now at the moment in time. Caleb McKinney right now ran a 19.5. Austin Smith just ran a 19.6. Chance Manning just ran a 19.69. That's the comparisons right now at the moment of your top two. See Wade Garland right now only up to 12. He's back out there on the track. It looks like the other drivers right now that are a couple laps down. Wade Garland, he's currently 13 laps down. He is out there on the track. Alex Campbell currently 8 laps. He's back out there on the track. Michael Smith currently 2 laps out there on the track. And Dennis Cade currently 1 lap down on the track. Looks like Corey Crowell right now in the 20 did bring it, and he's currently, I believe, sitting on pit road at the moment in time. He is currently right now 77 laps down. Austin Smith still holding on to your lead, 147, bringing it to 148 laps to go to the end here. He only has 58 laps to go. We have completed quite a few laps, and we're getting down to close to the end here in just a little bit here on Red Light Racing Network. Alright, so with this, starting the season here, your point standings leader right now, as your leader up here up front, this is where you definitely want to be. This is where it's definitely a beautiful spot for him to be in. You see Caleb McKinney holding on to second here. I was looking at Caleb's, basically how everything is working out for all these drivers. Caleb McKinney right now currently holding on to third place in points. He's at 2,001 points. He's only 2 points away from Austin Smith, and he's holding, battling out right here for second place. And in third place, trying to get another championship under his belt, Brandon P right now, he is currently at the second, holding on to 10th place in points at 2,000 points though. And I know I say 10th place, there's quite a few drivers right now currently at 2,000 points completed. It kind of just now is going by how many races they have completed due to that. It's just how they score in the system. So he's still tied right now, basically for 4th place in a way, if you want to look at it that way. It'll all change right after this race to determine how and what will happen. So Austin Smith still holding on to your lead. Right now, 2nd place, Caleb, and 3rd place is Brandon. Chance Manning right now holding on to 4th place. 5th place, running your top 5, is going to be Wesley Triplett. Good battle going on for your top 3, though. Very close together. Right now, 1 and 3 are both teammates, though, tonight. Caleb is part of the Big Dog Motorsports. Austin and Brandon are part of Midwest Motorsports. So that's what the comparison is for your top 3 two different teams battling it out here. Now across the line, bringing it down to 156. Now down to 50 laps to go here for the rest of the race. Track temperature right now 73. Air temperature is 68. Caleb, he is looking, trying. Let's go onto your roof cam here with Caleb McKinney trying to make the pass here on Austin Smith. Can he do it? He does. New leader here, Caleb McKinney, able to take away the lead, and so does Brandon, able to get around the 23. See, Caleb got a little loosey coming out of the corner there. Here comes Brandon now on the back bumper. You can see sparks flying here at the moment of time. He is looking here at this moment. Can he do it? Side by side action here at this moment of time. Row into the wall. Brandon able to get around. New leader here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon being number 5. Taken. Can he get himself a win here tonight? We want to give a shout outs to all of our sponsors here real quick. We want to give a big shout out to is going to be Dubby. You want to get yourself a new energy drink? Head on over to Dubby and get you one. You can get yourself 10% off your order if you use Redline at your checkout. Alrighty, here at this moment of time, looking and watching all the action happen here at the moment. Brandon pulling away over half a second from Caleb McKinney. Austin Smith holding on to 3rd. Chance Manning now in 4th. Who's got what it takes to bring it to 44 more laps to go, bring it to 43, I should say, now left. Everybody's having some fun out there. I see you out there in the chat, a couple of you out there. Hope you're doing very well. Hoping you're enjoying the show so far here tonight. Thank you for tuning in here. So with, your point standings and everything going on, here is what we see too. This is kind of cool, some cool features. Austin Smith is currently got himself some wins here, 3 wins this season. Corey Crowell right now holding on to 2nd, 2 wins this season. That's why we're seeing why he's, every one you got has got you some points. Caleb McKinney right now holding on to 3rd. He's got him a win this season. So does Wesley, got himself a win. Couple drivers that we've seen in the past that have not been here in a while. Timothy Wells being one of them. He got himself a win. He's holding on to 13th place in points. A couple other drivers that we haven't seen in some time, though. Unfortunately, life gets a little tricky and not able to make all the races. But good to see some of the drivers that were here back, quite a few races ago and everything like that. So good to see. Right now, though, with everything going on, barbecue beef sauce. If you want some delicious barbecue sauce, head on over to their Facebook website. But they also have it on Amazon now. If you want to get you some order, definitely would appreciate it. In my opinion, better than Sweet Baby Ray's, but that's just my opinion. So that's we wanted to say thank you to them. Also want to give a big shout out to, though, is going to be Jackie Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, why not get yourself a new car? Go to Jackie Jones in Cleveland, Georgia. You can get yourself a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. They have, all sorts of different types. Especially get yourself a Jeep, no hood, or I should say, no top. You can get yourself a nice Ram truck. Get a Dodge Charger. Get a Chrysler 200, 300, things like that. Why not get yourself a new car? So head on down to Jackie Jones in Cleveland, Georgia, and get you one. I want to say thank you to Jackie Jones coming on board here tonight. Also, we mentioned, though, is going to be Dubby. If you want to get yourself, they have multiple different flavors, a lot of different kinds, a lot of fruits, a lot of different varieties. If you use code Redline, you can get yourself 10% off. It's just a powder energy drink to help you try to stay awake, especially me, working at a night, being on a night shift, man, your sleep schedule gets a little crazy, especially when you have other things going on. So why not get yourself and use the code to get yourself some discounts? Alrighty, and the another sponsor that we want to give a big shout out to is going to be Admin Box. This is going to be a league sponsor here for the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series. If you want to get yourself a new admin box to make your life a little bit easier as a, basically as a driver or an admin, or race control, or just be able to make just a couple pushes of buttons to make things happen, to clear black flags or cautions or things like that. It helps your life a little bit easier. We want to say thank you to Admin Box coming on board here this season to support the leagues and the drivers. So thank you to Admin Box out there tonight. Also, we want to give a shout out to is going to be Shenko Custom Diecast. If you want to get yourself a new custom diecast of one of your iRacing cars and you want to get it to be able to have it when you're at home, head on over to Shenko Custom Diecast and get one made. They are a big sponsor here for the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series. They definitely, they're going to be helping our champion contender here at the end of this race. Not this race, but the end of the season. So we want to say thank you to Shenko, able to come on board here for the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series. Also, a sponsor here for Redline Racing Network, we always talk about, you always see the commercials, is Delta Tire being a local sponsor in Burton, Michigan. We always want to say thanks to all of our local sponsors, the local businesses. We always want to give them the benefit of the doubt, and always give them the love. And if you want to get some new tires, or get yourself a front end alignment, or get brake pads, oil changes, things like that, come down to Delta Tire in Burton, Michigan, and get yourself taken care of by them. Family-oriented business. We want to say thank you to Delta Tire coming on board here. Also, the Sheath underwear. I know we really don't talk much about Sheath, but since we are not family we are safe for kids. These are underwear. If you want to get yourself some new pairs of underwear, if you use code Redline, or not Redline, No Lift, you can get yourself 20% off your order. So we want to say thank you to Sheath coming on board here for Redline Racing Network. Supporting us here tonight. Also, the barbecue beef sauce. If you want to get yourself some delicious barbecue sauce, I know I mentioned it just a little bit ago, but I always have to give that the biggest. They are the biggest sponsor here for the Red Line Racing Network. They help us out. We always help them out. That's what we're here for, and we are so thankful for them coming on board and supporting here on Red Line Racing Network and the drivers and the leagues week in and week out. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is coming down to 26 laps to go to the end of this race. Here in just a little bit, roughly around lap 20, we're going to do our last commercial break of the night here. And we want to, let all our sponsors give the biggest shout out, on lap number 20. I know we just went through them, but we've got to play that one more time, and then it's race time after that to the end of it. So we are definitely excited for all this action going on right now. Brandon is still holding on to your lead and has pulled away a 2.3 second gap from Caleb McKinney. Chance Manning right now holding on to third. So I did want to point out, since we had to cut the, I don't know what happened last week. I don't know if it was YouTube or if it was iRacing or if it was myself. I'm not positive sure. But we had some major connection issues going on during our stream, though, and we missed it. At Texas Motor Speedway, Corey was able to get himself the win, and I have to give him a big shout-out, say congratulations to him, able to get himself the win of last week. Unfortunately, I was trying to restream it to able to see, everything going on, and unfortunately, it wasn't wanting to cooperate for us, and it's just kind of been a crazy, how everything has been going on. So, the other thing real quick too is looking back at Texas Motor Speedway. Since we got a moment of time, Corey right now, we give him the shout out. He got the race win. Wesley was able to finish in second, and Brandon P. was able to finish in third last week. Dennis Caden was in fourth, Austin Smith in fifth, Caleb McKinney in sixth, Ian Campbell in seventh. Looks like Chance Manning was in eighth, Joshua Neal in ninth, and Mike Smith in 10th, Todd Slauson in 11th, and Wayne Garland in 12th for your last week's Texas race. So that is your race, a couple of the drivers. So get, especially Corey, Wesley, and Brandon able to get the top three podium finishes of last week. So with that being said, we have hit the 20 laps to go, actually a little bit less. Let's play our last commercials breaks here tonight and give them a big shout out to all of our sponsors here one last time here tonight.
Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.
Are you tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair? Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
And we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire,
where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Time to talk.
It's 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 time to talk.
Caution here while we were on a commercial break, and it's showing Wesley Peoples got a black flag out here, got the end of the line, trying to see if we can find out what happened during what caused the caution to come out. Unfortunately, right now I'm just kind of watching Wesley see if something pops up. We might have to fast forward it a little bit. I think it may have went too far back a little bit. So I do apologize. We're going to fast forward it here for a quick moment. It kind of looks funny. But it's not showing on our end here of what just happened. We did have a couple takers come down into pit road just a little bit ago too. Farther, I'm not sure. It's showing as I'm, from my understanding, it's showing this, Wesley Peoples, but not really wanting to cooperate. I'm having issues at the moment, of course. As a broadcaster, having issues. So, I'm confused. I see right now, back green flag racing. We missed it, so we're back green. Couldn't find the caution, so I do apologize. Short track racing of these under yellow flag conditions. Man, I am butchering this broadcast at this moment in time. I do apologize. Right now, Brandon right now is your leader. Holding on seconds, Caleb McKinney, Chance Manning in third, Wesley in fourth, Austin Smith in fifth, running your top five with 8 laps to go. Man, oh man, I'm curious, curious what happened. Here comes the 76, giving the bumper to the number 5. A little bit of a bump. Caleb trying to get around the number 5 here, going in, 7 to go. Chance Manning holding on to third, Wesley in fourth. With 7 more laps to the end of this race, what is going to happen? Coming to 6 laps, here comes Caleb on the inside line. We have a caution out on the track there tonight. Seen Brandon getting turned around. Here's your replay. Here's Caleb on the inside of number 5. A little bit of contact. You can tell he gets off the gas pedal to try not to. And that's going to cause a little bit of a traffic jam. I see Brandon involved there. So is Chance Manning. I'll go back a little bit farther. Because we saw, with the 76 getting a little bit of contact there. Chance Manning kind of just went for the ride also. Nowhere for him to go either. So that's going to get these two turned around here at this moment in time. The bright side of everything, though, is we were able to actually see that caution. I was able to find the caution on that time by. Of course, I butcher trying to find the commercials, and they go right back green flag racing right away on us there. That is a broadcaster's worst nightmare, is not able to find something and butcher the rest of the race trying to get it situated. But we're going to basically go doing a green-white checkered finish here for the end of this race. Alrighty, so let's see what's going to happen on this restart. So Caleb McKinney going to start this field to the green flag. Wesley holding on to second, Brown in third, Austin Smith in fourth. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Under the lights. Air temperature has dropped down 1 more degree, down to 68 degrees now. Track temperature 71. A green and white checker to the end of the race now. Who's got what it takes? Who's going to make it and get themselves a win? Will it be their first win this season? Or is it going to be the multiple win? Anything is possible on this restart. The biggest thing is do not want to get a black flag, or you do not want to be eating a bologna sandwich on this restart. You can see the 76 1 lap ago chose the outside line. He stayed up high on the racetrack, indicating I want the high line here tonight. So the 74 Wesley Triplet going to holding on the inside. Here is Austin Smith on the starting in the second row with also the 21 of Ed Brown. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Let's see. Green, white, checkered. Here at Nashville for the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series in your restart zone. Green flag out, and beautiful start by the 76 going into turn number 1. 74 holding on a second. And Austin Smith holding on to third. 2 laps to go to the end of this race. Out of turn number 4 to the line. White flag out in the air one more time around here tonight. Here we go, coming out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Right now, Caleb McKinney as your leader. Here comes the 74 on the high line. Hits the wall, pushes it a little hard. Coming out of turn number 4, coming to the line. Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner goes to Caleb McKinney. Holding on to second place is going to be Wesley Triplett and Austin Smith, bringing home your P3 here tonight. Congratulations to the top 3 here. Ed Brown bringing a 4th, Dennis Kane in 5th. Let's go through your race results here tonight. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 all the way. Caleb, Wesley, Austin, and Ed. Dennis, Wesley, Chance, and Todd. Brandon, Michael, Alex, and Wayne. And Corey and Corey. Alrighty, so that is your, right now, at this moment of time, your top 3, Caleb, Wesley, and Austin. Let's see how some of these drivers are feeling here tonight. Let's pull up Austin Smith and get these interviews underway and see how they're feeling here tonight. Hey, Austin, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got a copy. How's it going?
Oh, it's going wonderful tonight, bud. Look at you, able to bring home a P3 here tonight. Congratulations, bud. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I don't think I deserve P3. I felt like I was good in the start of the race, but then I don't know, got mixed up there and got some wheel damage from Alex running out of gas. So I was just battling that thing all night, but I guess it worked out. In top 3, I'll take it.
Heck yeah, we're looking at the points before this race, too. You're the points leader by 3 points from everybody because of the wins and everything, and able to get a P3 out of the deal, too. It's you and Caleb are going to be fighting back and forth, I feel like, for this the championship at the end of this. Does that make you nervous knowing, hey, Caleb now got the win out of this, kind of looking back at these points?
Yeah, to be honest with you, it's probably Caleb's championship to win because next week I'm going to go out and watch Puff get married, so I'm going to miss the race next week. So good for Caleb. He's got good momentum. I'm sure he'll seal it up.
Heck yeah. Well, buddy, who do you got to give a shout out to that made this thing possible here tonight?
Yeah, I just got to give a big thank you to the admin team for everybody pitching in and helping manage all this stuff, and everybody that shows up to race, and of course for you for doing the broadcast.
Heck yeah, well, but I hope you have a great night. You stay safe out there, and definitely Brandon. Give a big shout out to Brandon. Congratulations on for him for next week. I hope you enjoy it, and don't party too hard now.
Yeah, thanks.
Good luck, bud.
Thanks.
All right, that is Austin Smith there tonight, able to bring home a P3. Let's now talk to our second place finisher here. That is going to go to Wesley. Let's see how Wesley's feeling. Hey, Wesley, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
What's up, Brendan in the booth? I got a copy, buddy.
Look at you, able to bring home a P2 tonight. Congratulations, bud. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. Tired as hell. Long day, no sleep. I don't know. Did the best I could. It's the first time on this track. This track is wild.
Well, it definitely looks like sometimes you guys became, like monster trucks, just hitting all these bumps out here on this track and going for some crazy rides there for a couple times. But, we've seen you up for a couple times, having some fun, leading also here tonight and battling it out. Overall, being for your first time being here, what do you think? How do you like this track? Is it going to be, you kind of wouldn't mind coming back here again?
I wouldn't mind. I think there's some like tempers slash some whining going on that probably could be avoided just by not doing that, I guess. Rubbing's racing. You go make contact with people. But I mean, it was fun to me. I tried to stay off of everybody. I actually screwed myself. Like, I was pretty sure I had a good shot of just winning. It was probably going to be between me and Chance. But I come out of the pits and cause a caution myself. I don't even get the lucky dog because I hit Alex. So Alex, Here's this. I'm sorry for hitting you when I came out of the pits. I slammed on the brakes, tried not to run over Caleb, and I hit Alex. Brought the caution out. Screwed myself.
I was gonna say, I
But
think that was the caution I missed. Unfortunately, these with being a short track, your caution laps are so quick, and unfortunately I missed that one. But hey, I guess that's a good thing. I missed it. I didn't see all the fun action on that part.
it's all good.
All right, but well,
It's a fun track. It ain't nothing too
heck yeah.
crazy.
Well, but who do you want to give a shout out to here tonight that made this thing possible?
Oh man. Shout out to you, Brandon, for doing the broadcast, man. Shout out to Puff and Austin and Corey and whoever, putting this on for us. Shout out to everybody that's still showing up and racing. This ain't no fun with 4 people, so appreciate everybody that did show up tonight. And then shout out to the Clear Enough podcast on YouTube. Y'all go check us out, covering the race weekend every Tuesday.
Heck yeah. Well, buddy, I hope you have a great night. You stay safe out there, and we'll see you next week. All right, that is Wesley there for your P2 here tonight. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, your winner here tonight. Let's see how he is feeling, able to bring home the win here. Hey, Caleb, is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right, buddy. Look at you, able to get yourself the beautiful win here tonight. Congratulations, bud. How are you feeling here?
I'm doing okay. Not really how I wanted to win the race, but I didn't mean to get in the Brandon there. I think we just met in the middle, but just from the start of the race, we didn't have that much of pace against Chance Manning and Austin Smith, but throughout the race, we kind of got in a groove and just held up to them and just tried to get to the next the pit cycle, and I got ahead of Austin on old tires, and that's really what did it for the win. I'd say just getting in front of Austin's is a big feat, and he had a really fast car tonight, and yeah, just yeah, that's really about it.
All right, but with everything going on, want to say it was a fun race overall. Good battling going on. Who do you got to give a shout out to that made the thing possible here tonight to get the 76 in victory lane?
Yeah, man, I'd just like to give a shout out to Chad Lancaster at Big Dog Motorsports for giving me this opportunity, and you for putting on these streams. They're always fun to watch back, and that'll be it.
All right, bud. Well, I hope you have a great night. You stay safe out there, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, thank you, man.
Thank you. All right, that's Caleb McKinney there, your race winner here tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody enjoyed the show and has have a great night for the rest of the week. We'll be back live on Monday night. I know Matt Metler will be back live this weekend for some crazy action on our YouTube channel here. So if you want to see some crazy action, head over, stay tuned for the weekend and watch him take on some crazy leagues over the weekend. Other than that, we want to give our shout outs to all the leagues in the broadcast week in, week out. Thank you, all the sponsors. But also, if you use code Redline, you can get yourself 10% off your order here for Dubby. Other than that, stay safe. Have a good night, everybody.